Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be doing a review for the center mid David Alaba foot birthday card. So very interesting card to use. I really did enjoy using him. We're going to get into that. But as you guys know, the player review is not the only thing that we talk about in these videos. I do whatever segment it is for the title of the video in the beginning of the video, and then all the stuff afterwards is stuff that is just the extra content for those of you who continue to watch the video and like to hear all the extra stuff. So thank you guys so much for the support on the YouTube channel recently. I hope you guys do enjoy this video today. If you guys do enjoy it by the end of the video, be sure to drop a thumbs up. It helps the channel massively, and enjoy the video. Okay, so whether or not David Alaba would be a good card, I'm actually going to pull up his stats right now, because as I was using him, I realized that he is a really, really fun center mid to use in that area. But I highly recommend using a hunter style or a shadow style on Alaba. I don't think you really need anything else. You're not going to notice this huge difference with the dribbling, although his agility is 81 and 79 balance in the midfield. It's actually not that bad. That's actually acceptable, right? Because he's a 5'11", which with very, very good defensive stats. The thing is, though, right, is that it kind of works both ways with David Alaba. If you give him a hunter card, you will improve his finishing and his shot power in general. So if you want to pop in some long shots with him, he'll be very good with it, because he already has 88 long shots with 88 shot power. And then if you increase that finishing by a little bit and his composure is already 81, attacking wise, he's going to be fantastic for you, because he also has that 4-star weak foot, as well as that that agility that he kind of has to move left and right nicely, as a fullback should, right? And he's a center mid, so if you want to put him in your team, you can put David Alaba, Boateng, and then put whatever left back you want, right, to get the chemistry on the left back. So definitely worth trying out the Alaba card. He was a lot of fun to use when I was using him. I always felt like attacking-wise, he was always in a very good position. Defensively, although he had a basic chem style on, you can still tell that if you put a shadow card on him, defensively, he would be much better. But it depends on which style you're playing, right? So if you want your player to be better defensively as a midfielder, you would give him a shadow card. If you want him to be better attacking-wise, I would give him a hunter card. I would suggest using a hunter card on the Alaba, because I feel like that would make him significantly better because of the lack of finishing. But if you notice you're not shooting that often with Alaba, then I would definitely use a shadow so that he's better as a defensive player in the middle, but he'll still attack very nicely for you because he's a very aggressive attacker. So that's what I would say about David Alaba. Fantastic card, definitely worth trying out. 250k is not a bad price for a player who is a left-footed player on the left center mid side from the Bundesliga. So I would definitely give that card a go for sure. Okay, so Baby Del Piero or Prime Hernandez. So those two cards are a little bit different, because when you're using a player like Prime Hernandez, you're actually going to use him as a striker, I'm assuming, right? I don't know if I don't know if you're comparing in the sense of which player should you get or whatever it is, because a striker, like when you get a Hernandez, you're going to obviously use him as a striker because his passing isn't that great, and I'm not sure which version of Hernandez you would want, because his prime has 77 short passing and 72 long passing, and that's going to be very noticeable for someone who's going to be a cam. But his striking ability is going to be incredible, but he doesn't have a 4-star weak foot, which kind of sucks. But on the ball, he's going to move very quickly for you. He's going to be very, very fast with the 94 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, because he's 5'9" with high medium work rates. But as a cam, the 77 short passing and 72 long passing will affect you from time to time. So if you're saying in the sense of using Hernandez as a striker, that would make more sense. But then the Baby Del Piero just looks like a fantastic card to use as a cam, because he actually has decent passing stats with 78 long passing and 73 short passing, which is more than enough to notice like a little bit of a difference. But then his finishing is 90 with 88 composure, good shot power and 84. 5'9" isn't the greatest, and he doesn't really have good jumping, so he's never going to win the ball for you in the air. But that 5-star weak foot with great acceleration, with 88 acceleration, 88 sprint speed, is very nice to have. So he'll play very well for you, in my opinion. Kaká SBC as a striker. So the thing with the Kaká SBC coming out is the card looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. But EA really screwed him over by not giving him good stamina. Because his stamina is so low, whichever position you put this Kaká in, he's going to be the type of card that you know, isn't going to be very good for you in the sense of a player that will move all the time. Like, you can't really put pressure on anyone because of that low stamina, right? Which is very unfortunate because the card, again, looks incredible, but they really should have fixed his stamina to be at least 80. I really do think it should be at least an 80. It would be a really, really fun card to use. 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, 6'1", while having 81 agility and 76 balance isn't terrible because he has 86 acceleration with 83 spin speed. So they should really consider upgrading his stamina so that he's more of a usable card, because no matter where you put him on the pitch, he's going to die within like the first like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or so, right? Like, his stamina will be depleted before halftime as if he was playing a full game, right? And that's a huge problem with his card. But as a striker, I mean, dude, anything besides stamina, 99 composure with 88 finishing is fantastic. A 4-star weak foot with 88 finishing and 99 composure is great. 91 shot power, 91 long shots, 99 volleys. Like, you can't go wrong with this card. Fantastic, except for that stamina. That stamina is a big, big letdown for a beautiful card like this. Is the Icon SBC worth it? Dude, the Icon SBC, it depends on how you look at it, right? Because if you get a decent Icon, which we got Haji in the first one, and I'm not sure when this video is coming out, but I can't really say what the second one is until the next video of whenever I put that one out. But it's worth it if you get the decent ones. Like, if I were to get like a Laurent Blanc, right? I could sell my Laurent Blanc for 400, 500K, and I basically got a Laurent Blanc for free, right? So if you get players like Laurent Blanc who you can put as a CDM, a baby Haji who you can have fun with as a cam, because if I look at Haji's card right now, right? His baby Haji card is 88 acceleration with 85 sprint speed, which is quite nice. 89 agility, 87 balance. His finishing is low with 78, but if you give him a 100 card, his pace will be slightly increased and his finishing will be slightly increased because he also has the 84 composure. His passing stats are quite nice with 86 short passing and 81 long passing. So that's a very usable card that's worth 296K, and I only paid like 100 or so K for him because I got a lot of the cards from draft, right? And he's very, very agile, which is very nice because if you want to make those small little intricate touches, he's going to do that for you. The thing that I'm going to check right now, though, is I want to see if the Haji card has any dribbling traits, because if he has dribbling traits, even better, right? Or specialities. And it turns out that he has one speciality, which is dribbler. I don't know what that specifically means in game because there's technical dribbler, speed dribbler, and just regular dribbler, so I'm not sure exactly how well it's going to be. But dude, the guy has 89 long shots with 91 shot power, so if you shoot with his left foot or his right foot, he has the speciality of distance shooter. So again, very usable card. Is it ideal meta wise? Probably not, but he's a fun card to use, and it's a card that you just didn't pay too much money for, right? So it's great to see something like that in your packs, right? Because if I get like Alan Shearer or something, like, it's the most demotivating thing in the world. But if you get someone like Haji, it's like, hey, that was pretty cool, right? Because you didn't really pay that much for him. So pretty solid in that part. What else do we have? The Pirlo is fine with the low stamina, though. The thing is, though, Weeb Kremer, is Pirlo being low stamina, he's still not a great card to use. Because I've noticed that when I come up against him, he's still dying, right? The thing about Pirlo that might make his stamina more acceptable is because he's lazy, right? The Pirlo card has, well, it's not really ideal to use in my opinion because 72 finishing is still way too low. Although he has 99 composure, which is great. He's low work rates, right? So because he's low work rates, he'll be more lazy around the pitch. Because he's more lazy, he won't be wasting as much stamina unless you're running with him, right? So is he a fun card to use? Absolutely. Is he an ideal card to use? Not really. He has no defensive stats. His pace is nice with 87 acceleration. His dribbling is going to be not great because he has 51 agility and 74 balance. Although he has good dribbling stats, the agility and balance will make his dribbling a little bit worse, right? So... but low is very, very nice. Is very, very nice in game. Hey man, are you going to do the Yaya Toure SBC? Yaya Toure SBC, I'm probably not going to do because ideally I wouldn't really want a Yaya Toure in my club. Like, I wouldn't necessarily use him that much. I don't know. Like the card, I was reviewing the card a little bit the other day, and I mean, his defensive stats are decent. He's got good physical stats. His pace is okay. But the thing with me and midfielders, right, is that I don't like midfielders that have really low agility and balance, right? His agility and balance is 60 and 58 respectively. So when you're 6'2" and you have low agility like that and also low balance, it's not very ideal to have in your team, or as a player, as a midfielder, in my opinion. That's just the way that I see it. Like I personally wouldn't go for that, right? 79 stamina isn't terrible, but it's not good either. So, I mean, I would get the card for fun because I'm pretty sure his long shots would be. Oh, his long shots aren't even that good. 82 long shots only. It's a trying outs card. Like if you get the card, you're trying him out. It's not really like ideal to use in an actual team, in my opinion. There's a rice grain in your hair and it's bothering me. Right here, this one. What is that? It's like a piece of paper. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know about that, though. Yeah. Hi, new to your Twitch channel. Yo, Nathan, thanks for stopping by the new Twitch channel, man. I appreciate it. Remember when Carragher was in the game? I don't even know if Carragher is in this game right now because no one even uses him, right? No. I feel like that's what they do with some of the legends. Like they're like, oh, if they're not using him that much, we're just gonna take him out of the game because it's, you know, not really that great. Would you play Haji at right center mid in a 4-1-2-2 bracket too? No. I wouldn't use Haji as the only position I would use him in is a cam. And even as a cam, I would only use him because it would be fun to use him there. I wouldn't necessarily use him for meta purposes, but as a right center mid, absolutely not. The problem with Haji being a right center mid, right, especially like, let's just say the baby Haji card, he has very low physical stats, no strength, no aggression, and he has 0 defensive capabilities, right? So because he has no physical, no defensive capabilities, and he's also 5'7", that's awful to have as a right center mid, but fun to use as a cam, right? So I would not recommend using him as a right center mid. If you want to use a guy that's going to be good at long shots and passing, yeah, he's going to be ideal for you. If you're going to be attacking a lot, sure, he'll be sick, but in everything else, he won't really be ideal. His physical presence, like he's going to defensively, he's actually going to be a pylon in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, Baby Owen, can you review him? Baby Owen doesn't really have a great card in general, to be honest. 84 pace, 85 dribbling, 86 shooting, like 280k for this card. Like in my opinion, if you get Michael Owen as a card in your baby icon SBC, I would be disappointed with that because the card's garbage. The card is basically like essentially you're just paying for like a decent rare gold card, essentially, right? Like 5'8", 84, like it doesn't look that great at all, in all honesty. Like if you're a fan of him in real life, sure enough, you would buy him, but just doesn't look that good, man. I tried to use his prime version in a draft as well. He's the most irrelevant player on the pitch for me. I just didn't really like him that much in general. Baby Lothar as a right center mid. Thoughts? Baby Lothar as a right center mid. So let me see what his stats are like. Lothar Matthäus baby card. So the baby card, I've actually reviewed this card as a center mid one time, and he has a lot of potential, but he's like a 50-50 card. I'll tell you why, right? So some people have tried using Matthäus as a center mid and didn't like him, and I'll tell you why you may not like him. 71 agility and 71 balance. He's 5'8", so it doesn't influence it that much, but it'll still make him dribble slowly on the ball. It's nice that he has the high work rates, the 4-star weak foot, decent shooting because 73 finishing isn't great, but 93 composure is great. His passing is quite decent with 89 short passing and 89 long passing. Acceleration 84, 80 sprint speed with good defensive stats is also very nice. But the thing about Matthäus' cards is the balance and agility as well as the dribbling stats, because the dribbling stats is 72, so it actually makes it worse, could influence whether or not you would like a Matthäus as a center mid or not. Personally, I don't even think I would experiment with it because I have a very good idea of how he would play in game, and I wouldn't really recommend doing that at all. Let's see what else we have here. What do you think of Foot Birthday Sissoko? A lot of people have asked me about Sissoko. The reason why I'm not going to go into it too much because I've already talked about him quite a lot. But I mentioned to people that he is a trying out type of card, right? So if you try him out and he's good, then use him, right? But other than that, I don't know. It's really, really situational. I don't understand your obsession for physical. I just skill and dribble past players without even touching me. Ronaldo gets shrugged off the ball easily by my Bruno Perez, for example. It doesn't make a difference. Physical 100% makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference for you and you don't agree with the way that I see things in FIFA, that's completely fine because everyone sees FIFA in their own way. But the obsession with physical is a 100% thing because if a Bruno Perez is outbodying your Ronaldo, it's because you're not attacking properly with that Ronaldo. Because if you're holding L trigger properly against a Bruno Perez will not get the ball off you. He'll catch up to you and he'll get the ball because he's smaller. So next to Ronaldo, Conte can get the ball off Ronaldo because the way that the physical works, right? Conte's smaller with good aggressiveness. So he'll be able to push in front of Ronaldo because Ronaldo can't really body him with his shoulder and stuff. So a player like Conte and Perez will be able to get the ball, especially Perez, because if you look at his stats, actually, if you look at Perez's stats, if I can search it up right here, I'm going to look at Perez's best card. So Perez's best card is the Foot Birthday, which I never knew existed, but it looks really cool. He has 92 pace, but he's also 5'10". In-game, he actually looks shorter, so that's actually really interesting. If your player is that quick and they have decent aggressive stats, let's just say, so Perez, for instance, has 89 acceleration with 93 sprint speed. If you give him a shadow card, his sprint speed and acceleration will be very high, and, you know, his defensive stats will be slightly better. He'll be the type of card that will go under Ronaldo and get the ball, right? But if you're playing with Ronaldo properly, a Perez will never get the ball off of Ronaldo. But physical 100% makes a difference in a team. Always, dude. It will always make a difference in a squad, 100%. Man of the match, Werner. So I'm guessing you're asking whether or not a Werner card would be that good. Man of the match, Werner, man of the match. So that's the... Does Werner have a card? He has an 88 card. Oh, on Foothead it doesn't load properly. Let me go on Footbin then. So Werner's card is an man of the match. Okay, so that's the 88 version of his card. So 95 pace, beautiful by the ways. Oh, this card looks very nice actually. It kind of decreased a little bit with that 79 composure, but this is a very nice card. That looks like a card that will be very good. I mean, dude, you can't go wrong with it, man. 5'10 height with 96 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. His finishing is 96 with 83 shot power. The 83 shot power is kind of low, but if you give him like a, I would give him a sniper card to make, or a sniper. Yeah, I'd give him sniper, make his dribbling a little bit better because his pace is already super high up there. But so if you give him a sniper where you increase his agility and balance, like, dude, he would have around 90s in the agility and balance if you give him a sniper card. His dribbling will be way better, right? So you'll be able to move left and right quickly with him. Let me see if he has any specialities. He has dribbler specialities, speedster, so that's great. Complete forward, poacher. His traits is try to beat defensive line. So if you use the instructions of getting behind and press the back line, he will do that more effectively. He has speed dribbler and dribbler in general for traits. So yeah, dude, that card looks like it's really, like, it's worth trying out for sure. I think the card would definitely be worth trying out. He looks awesome, dude. He looks really good. I didn't actually know his card was this good, so definitely worth a try. 92 dribbling, 93 ball control. Looks like a good card. He even has the 4-star weak foot, and the 4-star weak foot's a big one in terms of whether or not the card will be very good or not. But the 79 composure isn't even that annoying because he actually has really high finishing, so it kind of like balances out the composure slightly more, right? He doesn't really have that much physical, but I don't think that'd be too much of a problem with his card because, oh, and he can jump too. He can actually win the ball in the air with 86 jumping and 87 heading, so that's quite nice as well. How do you think this game would change if there was no chem styles? If there was no chem styles, I don't think it would make a significant difference, but I don't think it'd make a difference like people think it does, right? Because I feel like gameplay really plays a part of whether or not chemistry styles are super noticeable or not, right? So would it change Ultimate Team a lot? Yes. Do I think it's significant? not so much, because like I said, I always say this to people, I don't think that EA upgrades these cards by that much, right? I don't think it's like by the 10s and 15s. Like if you give a, like if I go on Footbin right now and I give the card, I can't give Werner a Hunter. I need to give someone like that's not that crazy in those stats. Like I'll give like Icardi, a regular Icardi, a Hunter card, right? If I give an 84 Icardi a Hunter card, in no way, shape, or form, I can't even find the Hunter card right now. In no way, shape, or form will Icardi all of a sudden, a regular Icardi all of a sudden will have 90 acceleration with 90 sprint speed. Because I guarantee you any money, if you do not touch Werner's acceleration or sprint speed, right, but you do to Icardi with chemistry style, a Timo Werner will still 100% run faster than an Icardi card. So I don't think it's upgraded by the 10s or 15s. I don't think EA is completely transparent with us when it comes to the upgrades of the chemistry styles. Do I think that there is an upgrade? Yes. Do I think it's that significant? I don't think there is, right? What about Michy Batshuayi, second inform, 87? He has everything. Batshuayi looks like a card that is, if he gets a team of the season, which he most likely will, the second inform, it looks decent, right? Because he has 85 agility, 85 balance, while being 6'1", so that's really nice to have with 81 composure and 92 finishing. The card looks fantastic if you want to have fun with it. And even with the 87 version of his card, his 87 version looks fantastic. He looks like a card that would fit really nicely in a team. His passing is kind of low, but he at least has the 83 short passing. So if you play like a 4-1-2-2 with him, I feel like he'll play quite decently. He actually can win the ball in the air too, because he has 93 jumping with 94 strength and 99 heading. So the card is definitely worth trying out for sure. He's not going to feel clumsy on the ball because he has 88 agility with 88 balance. So definitely worth trying out. Doesn't have the skill moves, but he does have the weak foot to be able to finish those opportunities with that 94 finishing, 94 shot power, and 91 composure. So definitely worth trying out. And what do you think about 86 Ben Yedder? Would you use him over 84 Sun? By the way, Ben Yedder would be on 10 chem and Sun getting subbed on at the beginning. Please let me know. Thank you. 86 Ben Yedder. So I'm assuming that when you say the 86 Ben Yedder, that is the new one. So let me check that out right now. Ben Yedder's 86 card. I need to start using Footbin. I need to take Foothead off my stream deck here, because every time I load it up, it's always like it just I don't know. They used to be such a good website. I don't know what happened. Okay, so let's check out Ben Yedder's card. Oh wow, this card looks. Oh, this card's fantastic. Oh, 5'6" though. Okay, so the only problem with the card would be the height. That's the only problem. But dude, high work rates. You got good acceleration and sprint speed. Your agility and balance is 95 and 90 together, so that's amazing because he's 5'6", so he's never going to feel clumsy on the ball. I'm 100% certain he has dribbler as a specialty. He does. And his traits is he tries to beat the defensive line. That's actually interesting. So if you use this card as a striker, he'll try to beat that defensive line. Okay, so it takes finesse style free kicks, technical dribbler, and flair. Finesse style free kicks. That actually might be effective if you actually do free kicks with him, but people don't really do free kicks nowadays. They always lay it off because it's more effective, right? I mean, dude, you can't go wrong with this card being 108k with 93 finishing, 86 shot power with 85 composure. Like, this is that type of card. You can use him as a cam, a striker, or a winger, and he'll play fantastically in any of those positions. So I would definitely try him out. But you're saying if I would use him over the 84 Sun. So 84 Sun. Sun's card, is that an inform version of his card? It is. So that's a striker version of his card. Would I use it over striker Sun? I don't know, man. They're two different players, right? Because Sun is 6 foot. He doesn't have physical stats, but being 6 foot gives you that physical advantage a little bit more. But he doesn't move as quickly on the ball, and his passing isn't as good. So it depends what type of player you want in your team. Because the thing about Heung-min Son, right, is that he's very good at taking long shots. So if you take those finesse long shots, or just long shots in general with him, he's very, very good at doing those. But if you're the type of player that likes to do those small little intricate touches and get inside the box and then shoot like that, Ben Yedder will be more ideal for you. But he won't have the physical, so that could present to be a problem for you for sure. Sidibe Inform is a good card. I actually seen Sidibe's Inform before, and it actually looks like a decent card. For the price that you're paying for a right back that has a 4-star weak foot, high work rates, decent acceleration and sprint speed, as well as physical presence, you're paying 25k for a Sidibe who just looks like a decent card defensively. Now, defensive stat-wise, he has 79. If you actually look at the specifics, it's actually not that great, right? So that it could present to be a problem at times, but his physical presence as well as his 4-star weak foot is nice because I actually used Sidibe's rare gold card in the beginning of the game, and I had a lot of fun using it in the beginning. But you hit a certain point where you realize that having that extra pace and that agility is what makes a fullback really good. So trying out wise for 25k, you can't go wrong with using a Sidibe in your team. But other than that, I'm not really sure. Inception, how do you score those low shots? Please help. The low shots are driven shots. So when you do a driven shot, you just hold B and tap B. So you have to press it reasonably quick. So if you hold it longer, it's more power, a little bit less accuracy, but more power. If you just tap it, if you tap it twice, it's just going to be like if you're close to the keeper and you want to just do it right under his arms, right at an angle, you just tap, and then he would be able to do that. Although leg saves are very overpowered, so I wouldn't really recommend doing that often. Let's see what else we got here. What else? Jesus, those draft awards are painful. Yeah, draft awards nowadays are very bad, and they actually might make them significantly worse. They might have made them significantly worse because I always get the rare gold packs nowadays. Like I don't often get good packs, although in the stream today I've actually gotten very good rewards from draft. Like I think the last 2 drafts I've won, I've actually gotten mega packs, so it's not too bad. And I've actually gotten an 84 rated card in one of the drafts. So it kind of made the draft worth it a little bit, but for the other drafts, I would say not so much, in my opinion. So it's very situational draft. Like you play it, like for me, I play it because I get the contents from the players that I'm reviewing, and then I say what I think is good and bad, and then I just create more content because drafts are very long because there's the squad builder aspect, there's the goals where I leave some space in between them so that we can talk about all these things. So draft is just more of a fun game mode. If you expect to make profit from it, it won't really give you that much profit. Alright guys, so that is going to conclude the video today. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions and for all the support that you guys have shown on the YouTube video recently. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, again, please be sure to drop a thumbs up on it if you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.